Hi, today I really want to talk about when you're in your 20s and you are considered an adult, but you don't feel like an adult at all. I'm 24 and I for sure don't. And I don't really know why. I don't know if it is because I still live with my mom, but when I was in college, I didn't live with my mom and I still didn't feel like an adult. So I guess that's not it. I also don't know if it is because people usually tell me that I look younger than my age. And honestly, I do think I don't look 24 because sometimes I look at people who are younger than me, and this is no shade at all. I look at people that are younger than me, and I'm like, wow, they look older than me. And I look really I don't look 24 and I want to look 24 or older. I don't have people tell me I have a baby face and I don't like it. I don't like it. I want to look older. So this is no shade for the ones who are younger than me and look older. I want to look older. But I don't know if it is because of that. Also, the way I dress, I usually dress in a more mature way. I know it does not look like it, but I do. But it is not that either. I don't know what it is. I also make my own food. My mom does not cook for me. Maybe I'll make a video about that sometime, but I cook for myself. I mean, when I was 15, I thought that by 25 I would already have a kid. And now I'm like, mm-mm. I'm not going to have a kid when I'm 25. Not at all. Because, first of all, I don't have the money. And second of all, I don't think I'm ready for it. I know I want to have kids. I do want to have kids, but now I'm like after 30, maybe 35. I'm not ready for a kid at all. But when I was 15, I thought that by 25 I would already like have someone, have my own house and be in a committed relationship, have a stable job and have a kid. Now that seems like a long way to go till I get there. I still have a lot to do. And if you feel like me, what you can really see, you can see your growth through the years. Look back at yourself from 1 year ago. You're a totally different person. That's how I can see that I've grown. But I still don't feel like an adult. Why? I don't really know, but I have a few ideas of why. I think it comes from our parents' generation and previous generations. And clearly, we should not follow their footsteps because our grandparents f***ed our parents up, and our parents f***ed us up. So clearly, they did not know how to raise a child. They were too young. They were adults and have adult responsibilities from a really young age because I think they had to. They had to grow up really fast, and I think their parents made them grow up like that. My mom tells me that when she was 12, she used to cook dinner and lunch for all the family. And the weekends, she cleaned the house all by herself at 12. Could you imagine a 12-year-old taking care of a whole family? I mean, I don't think that's healthy. I'm not saying that a kid should not do chores, but not take care of a home. That's not for a kid to do. I think it takes from their childhood having all those responsibilities. And she tells me she had to grow up really fast. She was always like a little adult, even when she was a kid. And I think it took from her living her childhood. I don't think that's good. I don't think that's healthy for a kid. And that's why our parents expect that from us because that's how they were. They expect it from us. They expect us to be out of their houses by a certain age. In this economy, though, I don't think their expectations for that are really high. I don't think they have expectations of us moving out right now. But they expect us to have our own lives, a stable job, a relationship. Like, that's the thing I'm generally speaking, we don't need to grow up that fast like they did before. I don't think that by 20 you should have everything figured out. You shouldn't. So we have those expectations from our parents and we have those expectations from the world because that's what they're used to. And I think that's why we don't feel like adults, because we connect being an adult with all these things, with having your own house, having your family, a kid, having a white picket fence. But what if you just want to travel? You don't want to stay in the same place all of your life. What if you don't want to have kids? I think women are criticized a lot because of that. I do want to have kids, but I also understand who doesn't. If a man says he doesn't want kids, no one says anything. But if a woman says, I don't want to have kids, they think something's wrong with her. Why? Why? I totally don't get it. Do not ask someone who does not want to have kids why they don't want to have kids. What's wrong? No, you have kids if you want them. But I think that's why we don't feel like adults, because we connect feeling like an adult and being an adult with all those things. And being an adult does not have to mean that. Those things that we connect with being an adult don't align anymore with the reality of the society we have today and with the reality of all the different people in the world, because we're not the same. Some people are more mature at a certain age than others. Other people want that perfect little life with kids and stay in the same place. Other people want to travel the world and know about the world and learn new things and new cultures and new people and just be free of everything, of the constructs of society. And recently there was an article that some scientists said that you're not fully an adult until you're 30. Until you're 30. 30. Not 25, not 20 something, 30. And one of the scientists, Professor Peter Jones from Cambridge University, said that having a definition from where you move to childhood to adulthood is completely absurd. And he said that maybe it is beneficial for certain systems like the health system, the education system, and the legal system to have that definition. But that's not. How are you saying that in Europe, when you're 17, you're not an adult? And as soon as you make 18, you have to start acting like an adult and making adult decisions. It doesn't really matter if you feel like an adult or not. What matters is that you live your life like you want to live it and do the things you want to do because it is your life. And you'll learn new things along the way. You'll make mistakes, but you will grow. You will grow along the way. And until then, see you next time.